And down, and they want to try to shoot that ball in the first 5-6 seconds of the shot clock.
Golden State and the Golden State Warriors. Mike Callahan, John Goble, David Guthrie, our official.
You know, not just feeling each other out right now like the start of the heavyweight fight. Nice pass.
When we hit the air, Utah very comfortable late in the shot clock. Pachulia knocks it away. Gobert gets it back, and the clock will run out. What do you do over that time during the 8 days to get yourself ready for the second round?
To call them the others, they make them play, and what a nice high contact.
Second lowest for any opponent, just 25% It's 9-0 in Game 4 in the closeout game for Golden State against Portland is Gobert. The stretches of points, the runs that Golden State can get on, and he talked to his team about resisting that run as Joe
Pass to Joe Johnson, he knocked it down.
Kevin Durant, one of the all-time great postseason performers.
He's up on this one.
And Curry goes by him all the way around. Green gives it right back. Curry for three. Just blazed the side of the backboard and off the rim. And now Hayward, three-point try is up and in. And I'll be curious to see how Utah runs their offense, perhaps through Diaw tonight. It's Gobert, one of the top
At East-West against this aggressive Golden State defense.
They see the story for Utah, missing their first 6 to start at Iguodala this season. And they dispatched of the LA Clippers in 7. Nice pass in the lob.
Hayward and Gobert. Hayward read it perfectly and dropped the pass off to him.
Curry with a runner. And Gobert on the bench.
Yeah, Favors will get up and be a little bit more aggressive as you see Steph Curry. Great contest by Hayward on that three by Steph.
Rodney Hood in transition.
They need a championship this year to validate all that great season, all that great regular season play.
Favors battling inside. Joe Johnson starting tonight for Utah. Boris Diaw coming off the bench as Durant goes strong, finishes with the left. First 9 points, up 3 now. Jazz started this game 0 for 6 as Mack. Second 73, Ray Allen on that list as well in 09 as Hayward.
That's going to be one of the easier shots Gordon Hayward gets all night.
Here's Curry, high off the window, scores! In 9 of his last 10 playoff games, Iguodala jumps the lane. A steal. Iguodala gives it up. Livingston gives it right back. In transition, the Warriors up 6.
Breakdowns and they've got to the rim, but we know what we're trying to do. We're not doing it.
Something away, they're going to give something back, and that is the penetration, and that's what Golden State is having.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they were very passive starting out the game. Offensively, you got to attack. This Golden State has got one of the best
deep series against the Portland Trailblazers. As Thompson fires a three. And on the answer, no, Hill too long in transition. West running the floor. Handled the first run. Now we'll see about this one. Joe Johnson on a pass from Ingles, steps inside the line and hit.
A tough contested 2 outside the paint, and that's what Golden State tries to make the opponents shoot. A lot of tough contested 2 outside.
Ball bringing in George Hill, Joe Johnson, Boris Diaw as Hill misses the layup. Bringing in some veterans, trying to deal with this madness of the playoffs and game during the regular season. Playing in this extremely fast pace, especially in transition, scoring in the first 6 seconds.
A lot of guys can move their feet, and they force you into tough shots. And
second chance for George Hill, and he'll knock a 3 with the board.
He's got to take West to the basket on that. He's hood settled for a long shot. Got to take that guy to the hole.
Warriors got some good minutes out of Ian Clark in that 4-game sweep of the Blazers. Average 8.5 a game. 7 years. There's another turnover. Golden State at their best in spots like this. Here's Thompson for 3. Buries it. West working on Gobert. Livingston now. The fadeaway, no, gets his own, and Livingston puts it. Changed the arc of the shot. Too strong off the window. Boris Diaw left wide open, and he will hit. Back under Don Nelson. Quite a team, quite a story. Turnover coming out of the timeout, and Gobert is there.
Good position, guard them, so transition defense important. And then one of those veteran voices on the bench, Boris Diaw, talking.
3 for 12 from behind the arc as Matt goes to the hole and scores. A couple of Butler Bulldogs on the floor, and Hayward and Mack as Durant will get it organized. Durant stops and hits. This is game 1, Western Conference semifinals. As Curry does his magic, gets by Gobert.
Team that defends you, then gets out and runs on you.
That was Durant. I got a hand on that one. And now Curry going all the way in. A little green on him. Can't shake him. Pass to the corner. Dante Exum is in. And Exum, little floater, is good. Second-year player out of Australia.
Excuse me, Brian. That's what they're going to have to do. Oh, nice defense by Exum, coming up and lazy by the Golden State. And what they do, Draymond Green makes up for it. Lazy pass, but great hands to make up for it.
Look at it! With 100 steals and 100 blocks in the playoffs. Ingles on the take, and the lefty scored. George Hill's had a rough first half. He kicks it. Here's Hayward for three. That's a big hit.
Golden State converting in transition. But the one thing he thought was that their mental focus, of course, cutting it from 17 to 12, see if he can keep some momentum going here in the second half.
Well, that's one of the great up-and-coming coaches. 13 points. So you got Curry with 16, Thompson with 10, and Durant with 30. On 3 road games, including a road game 7 to advance. Nice pass by Gobert, right on cue, Kevin. And Ingles account too strong on the 3. In transition, Curry flying to the rim. There's a miss. There's a rebound by Durant. Here's Thompson with the quick pull. Got it.
Score that. Make Jaja Pachulia make a great defensive play on top of you.
I mean, this is a team that thrives late in the clock. You get a great shot for the Thompson, read the pass. A steal for Thompson. Gives it up, Pachulia wide open. Green, Utah, well, they settle. And now Hood on the move. Scored 3-1 and letting it get away against LeBron James and the Cavs. Still burning as Hood.
Even though he's beat quickness-wise.
Hayward hangs in the air and gets the friendly roll. Explosive moments that we've seen from Gordon Hayward so far tonight. You got to give the Warriors the credit. There's the layup, and there is McGee. Hood's been active, and he gets the friendly bounce. Rodney Hood has been the go-to guy, and Rodney Hood hits another.
Amazing what happens when you make a few layups. You start feeling a little bit better about your shot, and you step in there, and he always feels good about it.
Where the Jazz need all the points they can get. Curry leaves it for McGee. Swipe by Diaz.
Hood was looking for him on the corner of his eye.
Green passes up the 3. On the take and throws it. Touch pass. Mack all the way in, and McGee grabs it. Favors. Score. Possession for him. Rodney Hood behind the back. Lost the handle. Shot clock down to 5. Here's Hood again, working on Livingston, and the lefty scores it.
Game to be able to beat this team, and they won. They won that quarter. They won it by 1 point, but they found a good offensive flow. As you see,
a nice run. Gave him good minutes in the first round with 2 injured Warriors out. Draymond
getting his offense going, but his defense has been solid all night long.
We saw Favors. What a pass by West. 8 rebounds, 6 assists. And just like that, the Warriors up 19, now they get 20.
Stretch you out to the three-point line and back cut, just a great offensive team.
Joe Johnson snaps it into the postseason.
That was the Karl Malone, John Stockton era.
Ingles had a blocked.
That's probably it for him, unless somehow the Utah can get a little bit of a run here.
There's Thompson. Approaching the 6-minute mark at a 20-point Warrior lead. And Dante Exum, his first lead at the moment. You can tell that right away. Good pass. Look at West. Give it up here. Where you can take him if you're Quinn Snyder. And for Quinn Snyder, you know, it's all about, as Durant. This is a series. We got to get used to the pace. Got to get used to the rhythm. They want to grind them out. Lyles on the way to the basket, and buckets here in the fourth quarter. Second-year player out of Kentucky. Livingston on the curve, missing his 3rd consecutive game here tonight. As Exum is missed, but I think for the Warriors, the best thing they can do for their acting head coach in the top-seeded Dallas Mavericks that year. That is We Believe t-shirt on. Ballin' boy. Starters for the Warriors scored in double figures. They were led by Steph Curry, who had 22. And Golden State